I'll be all the way on this side of the bed. She'll scoot all the way over to that side, and then now I'm on the edge leaning, and it's all that bed over there. It's her and the rest of the bed, and I'm at the edge right here trying to hold on for life. I'm waking up like it's hot.
Let me tell y'all something so good.
Sweating, nose stuff, and here she goes, just all on me laid out.
I'm literally like.
A couple nights I was like. Couple nights I was like.
Don't do that. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the CASSOW'S channel. Here with another vlog for you guys. As you can see, today we are going to do a mukbang. So pretty exciting. No, I didn't cook this. We went to the boil and crab. It's the only one I've tried so far. Actually, comment below if you've tried like hot and juicy, the juicy crab. What's your favorite like crab boil spot? Let us know below. So today we're gonna do a mukbang, but we're also gonna be answering questions that you guys sent in to us as we eat our food today. So let's get started.
A lot of the questions are personal, you know, just so you guys can kind of get to know us and get a better understanding of where we come from and, you know, what type of people we are.
What type of people we are, but more likely like about us as a couple.
Yeah.
Unit. So,
yeah. I'm not really a seafood person, all like that. Like, I love the taste, but if I eat too much, I get like sick, kind of like body ache type stuff.
Weird,
you know,
right?
just because it's rich, it's a real
sorry,
rich. It's a real rich food, and I don't really like bottom feeders that much, but I'm willing to, you know, dig in a little bit, and you know, I got some fried oysters, so you know, I'll be eating mainly those. You know, I might dig in a little bit of her bag, a little bit here and there.
Just to
get a little taste. But other than that, yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's get it.
Is it called a boil? A seafood boil?
Boil.
I don't eat a lot of these. Do you guys like these shrimp? The ones that you gotta do all the extra shit? I don't like that. I just need to. Do y'all ever be with y'all partner and like just a nigga just be trying to talk proper?
Listen to her.
Stop.
Y'all should hear her on the phone with the bill collectors and
chill.
That type of stuff.
Chill. I actually hang up on bill collectors if you really want to know. The first question is, where are we from? We're from
Portland, Oregon. Born and raised. We've been back and forth to LA a few different times throughout our lives. We now stay in North Hollywood. I like the area. It's vibey, it's young, cultured, all that.
Inspiring.
And
Portland is like, it's a big city, but it's small. We live in this black community, just FYI. So it's like small to us. It's not like a LA where it's so much opportunity. There's something to do all the time. Like, it's just not like, when we were growing up, it wasn't like just a lot to do, you know what I'm saying? So like, we moved to LA just for the different opportunities. He does music and just, you know, to just try something different, you know what I mean?
I can get busy with this corn though.
What the hell?
They put that little extra on it.
So we ordered, we're simple, so we just ordered like some shrimp, some crab, corn, potatoes, and he got him some fried oysters.
But Portland, Oregon is our stomping grounds. And LA is our pioneer grounds.
Okay, so the next question is, how did we meet?
You wanna go?
So, we have a mutual friend. Shout out Tone Davis. I think I was like literally 14 years old. It was the summertime, August 2007. Yeah, 2007. And like, I think I was like trying to like get some shoes or like whatever, bring some shoes up to his job. You want to tell him where you worked?
So basically, I worked at Popeyes. Yeah, I worked at Popeyes. That was my first job. It was right at the corner from the crib. I don't know, when I was like 16, I just couldn't wait to get a job. I kind of just wanted to just work for some reason, buy my own stuff. And she came in there with her little cousin, Paige, little big head.
Paige, Alina.
Little Paige came in there with her big head. She was just a little peewee at the time. My homie behind the counter and my homie Tone, they did some little transaction. I'm like, Cuddy, who that?
No.
Like, Cuddy, who that? Tell her.
I wasn't.
I remember what I told him. I was like, tell her, give her my number or something, or ask her if I could get her number or something like that. And I think he was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, cause I was like, yeah, see if it's cool if I get her number, and she was like, yeah, that's cool.
I don't know why I gave my. It didn't matter.
It wasn't hard, but she just knew that she seen me in there. I was in Popeyes and all that, but I was just a young whipper. And
babe, don't start. Don't do that.
I was a young whipper, and she
Don't do that.
Who calling me? Oh, that's Mom. She saw me, and she was like, I gotta have it.
Boss.
She said, I gotta have it.
You know, y'all know that's a lie. Come on, you know that's a lie. I'm gonna tell y'all what really happened.
I'm in the middle of doing this video, Mom. I'm in the middle of doing this video.
Hi, Nana.
We doing our little vlog video. Messy.
I was cool. Like back in the day, like I'm cool. I'm a good girl. Let's get that straight. Back in the day, I was cool. Like I'll text, friends, guy friend, whatever. Like we all used to be on the phone, be on the hotline. Y'all know all that. Nothing but fun for me, at least. So I'm like, cool, whatever. He can text me. I don't care. Like. First off, the Negro was working at Popeyes. You were young. It's a cool job. And I'm like, bro, you're not that fly right now. So.
But I was getting my baggage.
It don't matter though. But
when
he
you
wasn't.
Get your baggage claim, it's just like, what you gonna say? He young. He getting his baggage. He getting his little band-aids up. I was getting my band-aids up.
You just sold me a 2-piece and a biscuit, and you over here talking about I was head over heels.
Anyways, I don't know what it was, but the sauce was dripping. You know what I mean? The sauce was dripping.
I had a good napkin. That's white belt. So yeah, so that's how we met. Popeyes, we got my number. I swear, I'm not gonna lie. I was texting like all that night. We broke his phone. He literally got a new phone in like 0.2 seconds, sweating me, wanting to just text me, talk to me all night. Literally.
I did.
It was the best. Literally the best. I was 14. You was like 15.
And my combo was just different.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. He was super sweet, super. We just clicked, literally. Like, when they say love at first sight, it wasn't like love at first sight, but it was like love at first conversation. Anyways, I was so in love. So that's how we met. And we've been together ever since. Next question is, who said I love you first? Not me.
Did I say it first? You know how I get on the first, you say, you young, you say some things. No, I'm just playing. No. If I said it, I really meant it.
Don't do that.
I really meant it.
You better have. I know you did. Look where we're at. So he was like, I think I love you. And guess what I said? I was so real.
She was like, I think I like you or something. It was scandalous.
No, that's not scandalous. Is that scandalous to tell somebody?
Like, I don't think I love you yet or something. But I'm starting to.
No, I didn't. I was like, I kept it real. I was like, look, well, I'm going to be real with you. I don't think I love you, but I like you a lot, Isn't that real to say?
I was a simp back then, but y'all understand.
You wasn't a simp. I was just that bitch. Next question is, let me dive into this. Sorry. Who cried to who first? You know it was me. You know.
Did you?
Probably. I know exactly what it was. I think we was like literally like maybe. I don't want to cry. It was like Ooh.
You scared of it now?
Ooh.
Might bite.
Don't eat it all. Save me half.
The sauce kind of going.
It's really good.
Sauce is talking, boy.
So basically, we was together for a while. He took my virginity. And so after that, you know, y'all know how it be. After that, I mean, it was just like, all right, we really together. For me, I was like, all right, we really together. Because I'm not giving my box up like that. And it's only been him. It's going to always only be him. So you could only imagine. So I was tripping a little bit. He was kicking it with this girl. He wasn't kicking it with this girl, but his homie was kicking it with this girl. And she had her sister there, and he was there.
She had a homie try to do you?
And so I was just like found out, but he didn't do nothing. I believe him. He still to this day told me he didn't do nothing. Maybe back then he could have been lying, but like, why lie about some shit over 12 years ago? You know what I mean? So he was there with the girl, and so like literally, I came to him and I was like crying, and I was like, you broke my heart. Like, it was the first time I ever had like a heartache, like from a relationship. Like, I had lost my brother in like December, and we met in like July, August or whatever. So aside from that type of pain, I had my first heartbreak. And then I cried on your chest, and he was like, I would never hurt you again. I don't like this feeling to see you cry. It was so cute.
That's it on that?
Yes, so
she don't
I
never
cried.
Forget nothing, so.
I cried. I'm about to crack my teeth, y'all. Look at this.
Ooh.
Oh.
You got some one type of teeth.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna try. But it was so cute. It was so cute. Not the situation, but okay. What do we love the most about each other? I'm talking too much, y'all.
I mean, okay, well, I'll go.
Sorry.
Your honesty, your loyalty. I know people say like certain stuff like honesty, loyalty, but you know, she's definitely showcased the definition of like ever since, you know, we've been together, she ain't been with nobody else. You know, she's a one-man woman. She always ride for me, hold it down. You know, she point out the phony in people.
Aww.
You know, even people that I thought was friends, you know, she taught me about them and showed me their ways before I could even see it. So when you got something like that, you gotta ride out. You feel me? Like, that's real. You know, you gotta ride out with somebody like that that's gonna, you know, put it all on the line for you, even when you doing foolish stuff and messing up. You know,
a lot of that.
She, you know, she stuck in there with me. So, you know, that's what I love about you. Is like you the definition of a real rider.
That is so sweet. I love everything about you. This dude is so funny. Like, he literally has a sense of humor that, you know how somebody is like funny, but like their funny is like they just say some off the wall shit, and you be like, nigga, did you really just say that? Like, he's that type of funny, like literally. Like, he's so funny, always has me laughing. And I just love how like you don't give up, like, with anything in life. Whatever is put in front of you, you literally like give it 1,000. Like, you try whatever you love or whatever you got a passion for, like you literally like go for it. And like, even if you're not the best in it, like even when in our relationship, like you just try, you keep trying, you try to be better, and like you've grown so much. It's just so beautiful. But I'm not gonna make this like super sentimental. Like, it's just the best thing. Like, you do music, like you give your music your all. Like, you got a relationship, you give your relationship your all. Even if you're not like perfect at that moment, or like in the headspace, or like where you want to be, like you're always working towards it, and it's so beautiful, and I just love it so much.
Well, I appreciate that, and you know, I mean, hey,
he's so dope.
I done grew up, y'all.
A lot.
If you ain't growing, what you doing? That's how I look at it. Like, if you're not trying to level up, and it ain't about material or physical things, it's about just you and your honesty with yourself. You know? If you ain't at a point where you've grown to be honest with yourself, you know, then, you know, you won't be able to ever reach certain levels and you know, have the patience to grow with a woman and see things from her point of view too, because you be surprised, like, your woman be the realest person in your life, you know, when you find the right one, more than the homies, more than, you know, some family. It's just, you know, you gotta hold on to things when they good.
The question we have, like, how do you keep it spicy? I mean, it could be like spicy, is it sexually?
I think when people ask the question, how do we keep it spicy? It's sexual is a part of it, but I think even just not getting bored with your partner, period. Like, I think we kind of naturally are like just like that with each other. Like, we don't get tired of each other, really. Ever. We don't get bored. I mean, of course, I'm a man. You know, sometimes you get tired of your woman if they complain. It's just natural stuff.
I don't complain.
Every woman complains.
I used to complain a lot.
Especially she complains.
Because that's because he was doing some great shit. And I had to...
Overall, though, like... Just overall, I could be out with the homies, I could be at the studio. After enough time go by, I'm like, where my baby at? Where my real homie at?
He be out literally like an hour. Like, okay, babe, I'm going to the studio, or I'm about to go meet up, or like a couple hours, and just call me at the studio. I'm like, bro, call me back. It's loud. I'm just like having me time. Like, girl, you know, girls, you know we need me time. So he'd be like, I'm ready. What you doing? I'm trying to come home, and I'm trying to be like, babe.
I'm the type. I just go to sessions. A lot of just any session, period. Just because you never know what'll come from the session. I might make the greatest song ever, but sometimes I go in there and you know you just ain't feeling the energy, or the artist that's in there that pull up, it just ain't, you know. It just ain't the vibe. So, you know, sometimes I get up out of there and be back home to wifey, or if I go out to the club or something, I step in for a minute, you know, and then I've been out so many times, you know, it just get boring, you know, sometimes, and I'll be ready to just get back to the vibes and get back to game planning and plotting and trying to,
you guys, we are not a perfect couple. Everything has not always been peaches and cream, literally. Like, we've been through it, and that's advice. Like, a good couple, a strong couple that been through some shit. Ladies, when it get rough and you just feel like this nigga tripping, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, hang in there. If you love him, if he love you, and you know that, hang, especially if you young. Like, you can't expect things to be perfect.
But, hey, all these dudes out here ain't hold on to a bull. Like, trust me, don't just, you know, feel like you gotta hold anybody down. You gotta.
When you know, you know. Just leave, like, period.
Well,
when you know, you know, huh?
You knew I was the one.
Come on. What irritates you the most about me, and what irritates me the most about you? What irritates me the most about him is little shit. Like, he would literally go to the bathroom, use the rest of some tissue, leave the tissue roll empty, and just set the new roll on top of it. Like, bro, you really can't just like throw the cardboard away and just put a new tissue. So annoying.
Homies,
no.
I know how it be, man. Like, you know, I'm a dude, I ain't with all that cute. Like, sometimes you might see.
It's not cute, bro. He's
the
not.
toothpaste cap off. You know, sometimes you might.
Wait,
you know,
did you not eat this?
You ate that. I tried to eat it, but wasn't nothing in that.
Look, he's not a messy.
No, like he's
not a messy guy at all.
Clean, but it'll just be little stuff that she just complains about. And I think if you asking me what irritates me the most about her is she gets mad at me for stuff I always let go with her. Like, she'll get mad at all this little stuff, and it'd be like, okay, well, if I was tripping on every little thing you doing, then you would feel how I feel. Like, some stuff you just gotta, you know, you ain't gotta argue with me about it. Just let me, you know, tell me about it. And
no, because I tell him about it, and he just still does it, and it just like, it's just a thing.
But I'm gonna figure it out though.
Guys are so annoying. We're like more particular.
She act like she finna die if the thing is in the other thing, and I'm just like.
No, it's so annoying, ladies. I know you feel me.
Are you serious?
I know y'all feel me. I need a cracker. Like, why would we ever do this?
You been cracking that thing. I've been seeing you get your little
bend
on your little snap crackle pop.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do your thing with that. Them little shrimp got too many legs coming out of them. I don't really know how to get busy with them.
The craziest memory.
I'm gonna keep it G. You know, R.I.P. Deontay Strickland. You know, there was a big loss in the Strickland family. Rest in peace.
I love you so much. I miss you so much.
I think that was the craziest thing we went through. You know, tragic event with the family. A lot of unexplainable events. And yeah, it was a real tragedy in the way he crossed over.
Had to literally. I'm not gonna go into detail.
That was just one of those things where it brought us closer together. You know, it brought me closer to your family, and it was just one of those moments where people came together and felt pain together. And when people come together and feel pain together, you build a certain bond. So. I think when we shared that pain, that was like one of the craziest moments for me, just in our span of being together. And yours don't even gotta be nothing bad. It could be like crazy, like wild. that was the first thing that popped in mind. Yeah, so I just wanted to give him a shout out.
Rest in peace to my baby. Shout out to
spread some light on Deontay Strickland.
Deontay Strickland, my nephew, you are so missed. You already know what it is. I'm gonna make sure you stay alive forever, and I love you so much, and I miss you so much, and I'm gonna stop because I'm not gonna be emotional. My craziest memory is when I think we was together, it was like maybe like 2 years into our relationship. Mm-hmm. He was so into like old school cars. So you had this Caprice, and you had your 22s. So you had your little TV in the whip. So it was just funny, right? I think I was like maybe 16 or something. He was just so into this Caprice. So we arguing, and I like threw some at his TV, and I broke his TV.
Oh yeah, I remember you.
He was so mad. Like,
y'all know when a girl just being extra, then some extra stuff just happened, and she broke my TV, and I was just hot. Like, it was so extra.
He pissed me off, and I felt so bad. So he's so corny. Like, he just literally walked down the street, and I'm like literally following him. It was just so corny. But
it was corny because like she was following me, then I started like running down the street, not look back, and she running too. I'm like, this is so corny. So corny. It was so corny. It just made me start laughing. Oh, you did?
It was choking.
Another question was, how did we stay together this long? I don't know. I just feel like it's just one of those stories, when two people come together. And it's just meant, like, I don't even know, like, we just rocking. We still rocking. Over a decade strong, we still just rocking.
My advice is, like, you can't go into anything, especially if it feels so right. You just can't go into stuff and just lie to yourself and say everything is gonna be just perfect. Ain't nothing like perfect. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Especially when you, like, mess around at a young age like us and, like, grow together, like, you gotta be willing to be strong through it all and just have faith if it's worth it. Like, you're gonna know if it's worth it. And like, ladies, you just gotta stay pure. Don't let what a young boy do define what you do as a young lady. Like, come on. Like, I know this is like the craziest debate. Like, men and women. Why if a boy can do it, why can't I ain't with all that.
I look at it like, women say act like a woman, think like a man.
Yeah.
How you thinking like a man, and I'm the man? It can't be two men in the house. The woman has to submit in a sense. Like, submitting doesn't mean you're less valuable or you're less important or your role is not as important as the man's, but a woman has to submit to a man in testosterone in certain areas for it to work. You have to make your man feel like a man, as he should work hard to make you feel like a woman and a queen.
Just know what's worth it. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing through all this. Like, no, don't waste your time with a lame wolf. He lame. Just don't waste your time. You know when you know. That's all I gotta say.
See, I ain't used to.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
Who sleeps the wildest?
Her.
Unfortunately.
She be all over the place. Like, I'll be all the way on this side of the bed. she'll scoot all the way over to that side, and then now I'm on the edge leaning, and it's all that bed over there. It's her and the rest of the bed, and I'm at the edge right here trying to hold on for life. I'm waking up like it's hot.
Let me tell y'all something so
funny. Nose stuff, and here she goes, just all on me laid out.
I'm literally like.
A couple of nights I was like.
Don't do that. I have this weird thing, like, we've been together so long, so I'm just so used to, like, sleeping with him. Like, I have to be, like, touching him, like, even if it's a finger. I can't sleep good unless if I'm not touching in some way, even if it's just, like, something. So, like, I used to, like, you know, back in high school, like, you know, spend the night with my friend, or there's my homegirl, or they'll come to my house, and I'm literally, like, one time I woke up and my leg was just over her, because I'm so used to sleeping with. It was just so funny. Like, no, I'm not that, but it was funny. I slept through all of that, I guess. No. Who has the biggest spending habit?
I think I used to, but now you do.
No.
She the type of person, we'll go grocery shop, and then we'll make something for that night, but then the next 3 nights, we go out and buy some stuff and don't even eat immediately what we just got. Or just because you hungry for something. Yeah. And it'll be like, we got stuff we could cook, let's get busy, let's do what we do. And you know, sometimes she just if she wants it, if her taste buds want it. And this is actually pre-pregnancy. This is what she do. She sneak and buy little stuff online. And, you know, it come in the mail, and she be like, look, you know, try to act like. No, I think she do now.
Whatever, ladies, you know, like when you go to like Target and stuff, like.
I hate going in stores with her. Like I be ready.
But you know, like.
She want to look at everything we're gonna get and everything that she just likes and thinks she want to get.
But when he's looking for something, babe, oh, where's the Q-tips, babe? Oh, where's the mouthwash, babe? Oh, guess what? It's right there because we went to Target and I saw it and I know we needed it. So guess what? Like, I'm doing what's right. Do you ever feel like we're missing something? No. All right. So
let me be in the car. I'll chill and just.
I hate going in stores with him, bro. He has an attitude. Like, it's like, bro, fix your tube. Fix your tube. The most emotional.
She's definitely the most emotional. Only thing about me is when movies come on, I'll be more emotional. I cry.
He cried when Woody got trapped. What did you cry? I mean, I know Toy Story.
Was it Toy Story 2? Yes. When Woody, no, that was 3. Yeah, 3 when Woody grew up. I mean, when the boy grew up and Woody had to go somewhere else.
I'm so
I grew up on Toy Story, so Woody always was with Andy. Yeah, that's his name, Andy. Woody was always with Andy. He always had Andy on the bottom of his boot. So when he had to put another person on the bottom of his boot, I wasn't feeling that.
He was really in the theater.
I wasn't feeling that.
Y'all, like,
where Andy
at? Like,
where Andy at? We need Andy. I just wanted him and Andy to be like how they was before.
It was literally, he's emotional, uncomfortable. But that's how my dad is. Like, a little cry movies. But I heard that, like, when you cry on movies, like, that means you have a good heart. Like, if you cry like that for stuff like that, that means you have a good heart. He got a good heart, baby.
I guess that's what it is.
He crazy. I'm emotional. I'm a woman, so I love hard. Everything bothers me sometimes when it comes to people I love. So that's what makes me really emotional. So, who is the funniest? I think we both kind of funny. What you think?
Yeah, we both kind of funny, but I'm a little bit more funny.
Cause he just says I'm telling you, he says literally stuff like off the wall shit. Like, it's like, bro, did you really just say that? And it just be hilarious.
Only reason I know I be funny is because sometimes I'll say something and think back like, well, what
motivated you to say that? He is so funny.
The funniest thoughts come to my head about everything in life, and it's just I don't know, I just think of funny scenarios all the time.
He's so sick. So we both funny, cause I'm funny too. Y'all that know me, y'all know I'm funny. So, I be having my family cracking up, but I think we all think we funny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We all, me and my sister. Shout out to Lily. When we get together, it's like We are unfiltered.
You gotta pop the collar for little sis, cause little sis be popping collars. Little sis.
You're so sick. Why haven't we done music together?
Cause she's scared. Like we've done a couple little practice songs. Like I don't know if y'all know, she can really sing her ass off. She's very shy with it. She don't like to do it.
I'm okay.
But hopefully as these vlogs unroll, you know, she'll give y'all a little sample. I know she ain't gonna do it right now, so I'm not gonna ask her. Can you
That's
sing
not
your
how I
favorite
sing.
song that you like a little song you like singing, like a little 20 seconds? Little 20-second clip for them? They would love that.
I don't know. What, Crab in my mouth?
You could just hit a little 20 little second something real quick.
No, I'm not. Maybe next time.
Okay, maybe next time she'll hit it up for y'all. I'll convince you one of these times.
We'll see. I'm not a writer, you know what I'm saying? That's like one of the things that I really lack at. Like, I'm really not a writer. Like, it's so hard to me. And if you're a writer, I give you so many props. Like, I see him write. He writes his own music. Nobody writes for him. Everything. Never have had a writer. Period. Like, just, it's so beautiful how just people that write are just such artists. Like, and I can't even write a bar. I mean, sometimes you'll catch me in a little freestyle. I give you a little bar or two, maybe 1.5. But other than that, I can't write. And I feel like I'm not gonna try and pursue a music career if I'm not writing my own content. So that's just me. I don't know. How did it feel and what happened when we found out that I was pregnant? Oh. Ooh. 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 Right? Ooh.
Mm-hmm. So actually, when we actually tried, when we made up our minds, like, okay, we've been together a while, we wrote it out, let's just go for it.
And no, it's not.
It happened quickly.
I think the first time.
She was checking, right after we did it, the next day, she was taking tests, like I'm like, dang, let my little mans get up there and go through that little obstacle course before they make it there.
Shut up.
You know, they gotta go through a lot of little changes. A lot of them ain't gonna make it. You feel me? Everybody ain't gonna make it. So let the strongest one get up there and make his way.
I was like, okay, taking these tests, I'm not pregnant. And then like one day I was so sick. I'm going to the doctors, literally. So we went and it was so funny. I was like, if I'm not pregnant, I don't know what's wrong with me, literally, because I was so sick. The doctor came in and was like, congratulations.
Yeah, we went to the hospital and she took she had an appointment and took the test and the dude came out, what's the little Asian Korean guy that's on like Hangover, he funny or whatever, looked just like he came through the door like, congratulations. I was like, what? I was kind of half asleep. I'm kind of like,
we were so happy, but it was just so funny.
No, but it was dope. It was dope. He made it funny and fun, and it was dope.
It was so cool. But that's how we found out, and we just felt like we were happy. The last question.
Last question, guys.
It's the craziest one for me though. How do you deal with groupies? Dealing with an artist, Cassow, and have you ever fought a female over this guy? First off, I literally, that shit used to really bother me just because, like, all women, you just, like, be like, girl, you got me so fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real, ladies. Who don't want their man to be that nigga? Who wants their man to be a lame? Like, you know, I don't, it's pros and cons too. It's bittersweet. So it's like, it came with it, and that's what I knew I was dealing with, especially as his music got more popping and he became a bigger artist and stuff. Like, it was just, it's crazy. It's crazy. The things I done seen, the things females, the boldness, like, literally, like, it really used to bother me. I've never had to, like, fight nobody, but I've had to check a female myself. But to be honest, what? Like, when somebody doing too much, like, girl, calm down, like, stuff like that, I've never had to fight. He's never put me in a situation where I can fight anybody. Like, he's never, ever, my whole 13 years of being with him, never made me feel like I'm just really competing with someone. And it's never been that. It's been little shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, these females, they could be extra. We was at that video shoot, remember? the little bitch was like, she was extra. Like, girl, you wanna, you know, like, just wanna be seen, just wanna be noticed, just wanna, like, just know I'm the girlfriend and just wanna be extra. I told him, you better hit this bitch right now before I get mad, for real. So she disappeared from the shoot. I'm acting like I just scared a bitch off or something.
Crazy.
I kind of did though. So, but yeah, like, girls will come up and hug and I'll be like, chill.
Cassow, now. Chill.
But he does a good job of, I don't really gotta say nothing. I just sit there and just be me, and I ain't even gotta worry about it. So yeah.
Ooh, that was a good one. But yeah, man.
It's been so fun.
It's been so fun. You know, we got the mukbang, we got the seafood going, and we just wanted, you know, y'all to know a little bit more about us. And, you know, how we got to where we at, and, you know, certain little things about us.
Ask us questions anytime. We're gonna probably do a part 2. This was so much fun. Thank you guys for sending the questions in. This food was so good.
Yeah, it was proper. And I don't even really eat too much seafood. I dibbled and dabbled, but the flavor was.
But what he like Italian food. I'll give you like an Italian mukbang or something.
Yeah, we'll do some Italian vibes.
Comment below any other questions you guys have. How you felt about the video? If you guys have any like advice, anything you want to say to other people, like whatever you like, didn't like, let us know. Comment below. Subscribe to our channel. Spread the word. Share. Because we're gonna keep coming with content, and we're gonna just get it lit. We're gonna get it lit.
We're gonna get it lit, y'all.
We're gonna get it lit.
So stay tuned to
the CASSOW'S.
And you know, we just gonna keep rocking. You know, good food, good channels. You know, good. You know,
good vibes.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
All right, y'all. Thank you.
You go.